Viernes is a concept. A dragon who exists yet doesn't exist. A mystery that is about to get solved. Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy. I'm here with another Firetail 100 Year Quest video. But before I start, don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. Thanks for your contribution. Now let's get back to the video. Few months ago I made two theories about Viernes. I made the first one into a video because for me it made much more sense. A dragon god who is actually a machine created by some alchemist, and the power of this machine was so large that it rivaled the power of the dragon gods. It was like Dorma Anim. It was a cool theory, at least for me. Then I proceeded to scrap the other one, because for me, based on the developments in the manga at the time, sounded incredibly dumb and just straight up impossible. But I was goddamn wrong. Mashima decided to pull an Uno reverse card on me and go with something similar to the theory I was totally sure is going to be dumb or just... This made me miss an entire I was right or I told ya moment in my life. But what is this theory, you might ask? Well, time to start. Viernes isn't an actual dragon, but a concept of a god. Viernes is a god worshipped by a group of people on the continent of Giltana. The reasons nobody met Viernes before was because he doesn't have an actual body. He's simply just the product of human imagination. People created the concept of Viernes as a deity for some unknown reasons and started worshipping him like he actually existed. Then more and more people started to gather around Viernes, worshipping him. The cult of Viernes then proceeded to grow into one of the largest religious organizations on the continent of Giltana. But then other dragons arrived to the continent of Giltana. Some of these dragons were so powerful that they became worshipped as god themselves. These 5 dragons gained their own cult following thanks to their power and influence. And since they were real, Eleftheria 100 years ago actually believed that Viernes was just like them. There could have been many reasons why did Viernes become worshipped as a god, like wars and human conflicts. A small group of people might have created the story of Viernes as a tool of self-defense against neighboring countries and powers. They didn't have enough power to defend themselves from attacks, raids and so on, so they made up a story about an almighty dragon who decided to protect them from any harm and bring upon destruction on anyone who hurts its people. A threat like this would usually be a point of laughter, but the timing of it was well calculated. 5 other powerful dragons showed up at the same time all over the continent, causing mass destructions and catastrophic events. Because of this, the countries around them believed their stories. They didn't want to gamble and find out if Viernes is real or just a lie the hard way. This lie then became a full-fledged religion over time. The people who made up Viernes had to keep up the image of Viernes alive to ensure the safety of their people's future. But then more and more people started to gather around Viernes, with more people seeking shelters around Viernes' name from other war-ravaged lands. With more and more people, more and more powerful people started to gather around Viernes. This led to the cult of Viernes to have so much power that it was enough to be classified as a threat against the world. This was my theory a few months ago. Of course the part what I remember from it because it was a really long time ago and I totally deleted the entire goddamn thing. Based on the new information from the recent chapter, this is exactly what direction we are heading towards, or at least something really similar. But you might ask, if Viernes doesn't actually exist outside of the mind of its believers, why does Celine, who knows about this, wants to use the ancient weapon Athena against Viernes? Well, there comes my second part of the theory what I came up after reading the recent chapter. Viernes might have not existed before and was just a simple concept. But way more people started to believe in Viernes and worship Viernes way closer Viernes got to become an actual living life form. In the world of Firetale, imagination and emotions affect someone's magic power. Way more you believe in magic and that you can use magic, way more likely you are going to awake magic powers. Way stronger your emotions are, way more powerful your magic becomes. And imagination and emotions are strongly linked to religion. Viernes might have been just a concept and a made-up story and is still one, but the day he steps into reality and becomes an actual entity thanks to his believers and their magic power is getting closer and closer. Viernes might going to get born and step into reality from the hundreds of years of cultivated magic power and imagination of millions, if not billions of people across the continent of Giltana. And when that day comes, the world is going to meet the true wrath of a dragon god. Celine might know this and is desperately searching for a weapon capable to hurt dragon gods, such as Athena. But there is a possibility that the cult of Viernes might have actually got their hands on the weapon already, and it might going to be a crucial part of the ceremony what brings Viernes into reality. Based on this theory, there is a possibility that the cult of Rebellious is also going to get somehow involved with the White Wizard, and I also think that the Gold Oval might be filled with bunch of Viernes fanatics who are also somehow going to be related, bringing Viernes into reality. Like if they had the power to bring the dead back, they could easily make some kind of body what is good to be possessed by this new entity. But what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'm really interested about your opinion about this theory, because it's a theory what is worth talking about. Also, the best comment will get a special thanks in the community tab. Super thanks will have a priority because I am pay to win. I'm joking. But anyway, that's it for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. See you guys next time in space. Bye!